Hi everyone, it's Sarah Barba. I'm so glad to be back. I know I've been gone for a little while. I've had a whirlwind come through my life. Everything's fine, everybody's healthy. It's just been really hectic and really busy, so I'm glad to be back. I wanted to do a quick video, a quick product update. I'm a little bit behind in my products, so I'm going to show you shelf from April. Like I said, I'm behind. And I'm going to do a quick video on how to properly care for your Miche's cleaner and storage and stuff like that, just so you can protect your investment. And it's really easy, really common sense stuff. So first, let's have some fun. Let's look at the products that we have here. This is an example of one of our cute little coin purses, and I just wanted to show this to you guys because they're an adorable addition to your purse, and they're great for obviously holding coins, but I've seen people put business cards in them. So, you know, they make great stocking stuffers. They make great, you know, little gifts. If you need something little to go along with another gift that you have, these are really great. They're relatively inexpensive. They're really nice. So, they're a cute little coin purse. This is an April shell that I was referring to. This is for the petite. This is Skylar. Skylar is a white and black, like a leopard print, like a snow leopard print. And I just thought she would look really, really cute on the petite, so I just wanted to show that to you. And this is one of our new hip bags. This is Jayla. Jayla has a magnet closure, Miche's trademark. It's got a pretty good little interior there, and it's got some card slots here. So if you're going to theme parks, these are amazing bags. I've used them in theme parks, and they're really cute and they're really convenient and easy. The zipper does work, just like with any other Miche. If they show it with a zipper, the zipper works. It is a pocket. So I thought she was really cute, and they've got a couple more options up now, the hip bags. So if you really like hip bags, you really like little purses, those are great. They're phenomenal for you. I wanted to talk to you about Miche Care, and I do have notes here because there are a lot of questions on the web about how to care for Miche's, what can you clean them with, things like that. So I do have notes, so forgive me if I'm looking down referring to my notes. And I do have a Prima shell here so I can show you kind of what I'm talking about on the shell. So let's talk about purse cleaner. Let's remember that these bags are mainly synthetic leather. So I strongly recommend that before you use anything, you test it on the bag first. Where it's great to test these, especially on classics or petites, because they don't have the flaps that the Primas and Demis do. It's on the bottom. Especially in a bottom corner. I usually carry my Miche with the name out, so I would probably test it on this back corner or in the middle. Nobody sees the bottom of your purse unless you show them, or it happens to flop over. But you know, that a little test in a little tiny corner, it may just look like basic wear. You know, you do get that with these bags, just like you do with any purse. Especially if you wear one particular shell a lot, there is basic wear that goes along with that. It shouldn't be catastrophic wear if this whole front panel of color decides it's going to come off. That's something you want to talk to your rep about, because that should not happen in one, unless you pull it off. It should not happen. So, but for Primas and Demis, you've got this nice little cheater flap here. Now this flap, as you know if you own one of these, the base slides down in, and it's got the metal strip that comes across here with the, well, not metal, but the magnetic strip that comes across here that you flap down over top. And that's what keeps your shell on your purse. So you've got this whole area, really. But I would still use the corner or someplace, you know, sort of inconspicuous, because who's going to see the interior flap of your purse if you've got it closed like this? Now you may open it to show your friends, But if the cleaner doesn't have any effect, then it's not going to be a big deal. So those are my recommendations. Always test. I've seen some reps on forums and stuff suggest Tide to Go, especially for fabric shells. That could be fine. Always test it first. I just, that's something that is big for me, is just testing it. Usually, if I have to clean my shells, I use soap and mild water with a clean, dry cloth and rub gently. But I always test my soap first. You never know, different colors, different chemicals go into making different finishes. So just test it first, just to be safe, on the safe side. Better safe than sorry, especially if it's your favorite shell. I have also heard that spraying your shells with fabric protector will seal it and make it stain resistant. If you want to do that, test it first. It doesn't sound like a bad idea, but I haven't done it to mine, so I don't, it's just a risk that I don't want to take. But if you want to try it on the little flap here, just keep a clean, damp cloth next to you in case you notice something starts to happen. You can wipe it off and hopefully save, obviously your shell, what's going on with that. Some of our shells do go through a very special high gloss process. I don't know if some of you have gotten shells that have a kind of a different odor to them. You can't really put your finger on why. That's why. It does go away, I promise. The high gloss, the chemicals that they use to get the really high sheen on some of the bags can produce an odor that you may not recognize right away, or you may find semi-offensive. Just hang it up in your laundry room. You can put a little hook through these and hook it on the rack or wherever you want to put it, and you can spray Febreze on the inside if you want. You can put dryer sheets in them. I've heard putting dryer sheets in them really helps, but they do air out. I promise they air out. That smell doesn't last forever. So, but those chemicals may react with your purse cleaners or your fabric protector stuff. So test it first, because you don't know with that chemical process what's going to happen. Never, ever, 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 ever put your shells in the washing machine. Don't do it. Think about what happens in the washing machine with the tumbler and how it whirls around and all kinds of stuff. It doesn't treat these nicely, so just don't do it. Just don't do it. Storage. There are many, many ways to store your shells. I always recommend the closet hangers. They're made by Miche, so they're safe for your shells. And it gets everything off the floor and out of the way, and it's a good look. You know what I mean? It keeps them really organized, and it doesn't look, bad sitting there in your closet. So if you don't use the closet hangers, though, that's okay. I have seen alternatives. I've seen some nice alternatives. I've seen, common alternatives to storage, and we're going to discuss some of those. With these primas and demis, I have seen people buy little hangers, and they hang them, and it looks really nice. It really does, and I can see it being efficient and fast, and I think it looks good in the closet, so you could try that. If you decide to stack them, that's fine. Just put a piece of tissue paper between them if you decide to do that, especially in hot or humid weather. The only thing I will say about stacking things, if you don't keep like tissue paper, the bags these things come in when they're shipped to you, they come wrapped in plastic. Those plastic bags these come in are phenomenal for dividers between them. So keep those. Don't just toss them. Toss them if you want, if you got a system that works for you, but They're amazing, and you should keep them anyway for a short period of time, because in our return policy it says they have to come back in their original packaging, and that plastic that they come in is original packaging. So keep those for a little bit. But anyway, sidebar, sorry. Do not put red shells with any other shell. Don't do it. We have had some complaints about color transfer from red shells to shells of another color. So it doesn't happen often. We don't know why it happens, but I always keep my shells with red. If they're all red or they have red in them, I always just keep them separate from all my other ones, just to be safe, especially if you really like your shells, you don't want color transfer. Just don't do it. We've not seen it with any other color. So if you have silver and silver, you can stick them together and you won't have a problem. So, but as you know, red varies in color. So you don't want any of that transfer stuff to happen. Travel. If you take your shells with you, like I do when I travel, put something between them, like if you were to stack them in your closet, because you will be stacking them in your suitcase. Short amount of travel period, you really don't have that much to worry about. I still do it anyway, because if I'm going on a short plane ride, or I'm going, on a 4-hour car trip, or, whatever the case may be, I just put a t-shirt between mine when I travel, and that is great for long travel periods. If you've got an international flight you got to go on, you won't have to worry about anything short trips. T-shirts. You travel with t-shirts. You travel with jeans. You travel with, any shirt. These things are safe to put with your clothes. So just toss it over top the shell and put the next one on top, and just keep stacking them like that. When you get to the top of your suitcase, I put mine in at the top. Put 1 or 2 t-shirts on top of it to be like a layer between the top of your suitcase and your shell. I say that only because I don't know what happens in airports when I give my luggage to the flight attendant. I don't know what happens on cruise ships when I hand my luggage off to the dock hand. I don't know. So they could be stacking stuff on top, and it's, you just don't know what's going to happen to your suitcase just because they don't know what's in it. And then you won't have to worry about it. You won't have to worry about any kind of weird transit errors or anything like that with the shells. So it's always a good idea to prevent anything from happening. So following these easy tips will help you protect your investment. I know it's a lot of information, but if you use common sense, then everything should be fine. Remember, test, test, test. If you get a new cleaner, test it. I hope this helps you. I hope it gives you ideas for storing them, and I hope that this is a great reference tool for you for any future endeavors you have with your Miche. So thank you very much, and I will come back with another video. I promise. I've got a couple planned. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much.